Hey, what's up, Clashers? It's Turin56 from iKonik clan here, and I'm bringing you today a breakdown of one of my attacks from our most recent war against Broken Legacy. This is the base that I chose to attack. I got to use my favorite method of attack, which is Hogowiwi. As you can see by looking at it, definitely a hog base. The defenses are very closely stacked, gives you good coverage with your heal spells. The heroes up here are both totally vulnerable. It's an awful place to put your heroes. Um, and the only potential double giant bomb threat on the entire base is this little section right here. There's nowhere else where two will fit next to each other. So easy bomb, or yeah, easy bomb to pop, easy base to hog. This is a pretty straightforward attack. I'm not sure, if there's any little surprises that I will have for you for this replay, but hopefully it'll just reinforce some good habits that you're building. So when you see a base like this, um, the first thing that you generally want to do, just to give yourself a little bit of leeway with where you drop your heals, is just come in and test for these bombs, because these are really obvious big bomb placements, or at least potential big bomb placements. It also was pretty obvious to me that the Teslas were all going to be in the core here. It could have gone another way, but most people won't put their Teslas out in open chambers out here where it looks like the big bombs are going to be without walls to protect them. So I was pretty sure those Teslas would be in the middle there. But a really nice symmetric base with easy popped big bombs and easily killed heroes. So definitely a Hago base. Um, I'll just go forward through here with my attack plans. Pretty basic. This double giant bomb possibility down here being the only real threat on this base as far as traps go. I launched two giants right up in here to just pop those if they're there. Turns out there was only one, so no big deal. Um, when you're sending in giants or any troops like that to just tease and test for traps, it's a good idea to deploy them with some space in between them so a single springboard can't take out multiple giants. So I wait about half a second before I drop my second giant there. Um, I do a couple little tests here with hogs just to see if I can't figure out where some of these giant bombs are. The only one that I end up popping is down there by that cannon where I sent those giants in. The others I pop a little bit later with my mass hogs when I send them in, but no big deal at all. And with this hog right here, I also managed to get the lure. Real easy clan castle kill. I drop a barb all the way up here at the top. I drop a couple witches up here. They spawn. They take care of the entire clan castle really easily. I think it's a dragon. And then at that point, I drop a golem right here to distract that cannon, the top archer tower, and the archer queen. And I let my kill squad trickle down from the north. I send in both of my heroes as well. My Barb King does a great job at taking out both the heroes. In my opinion, the Barb King is best used, especially for attacks like this, as like the Archer Queen assassin. There's something so perfect about his AI, the way it aggroes on to attacking Archer Queens or Barb Kings. He's just the best at it. And if you use his ability at the right time, even high level Archer Queens can go down with like two swings of his sword. Um, so at this point, I know I've got all double giant bomb threats removed. I know I've got the heroes taken out. There's nothing on this base that's going to be able to touch any of my hogs when they're under heal. And I know that I can have them under heal for almost the entire base. I'm going to drop a heal here, about here, here, here. In that order, I kind of want them to come through clockwise. I knew that right in the middle here, because of the proximity of those Teslas, I might lose a few hogs just kind of drifting off this way after they took down that Tesla there. And I did. I think I lost about half a dozen, but not too bad at all. Um, this base, I believe, could have been hit with 2 hog files. I don't like to do that. I prefer to keep them all together, so I do a little finger drop in here. Um, but I think you could have come in from the west side as well and done 2 and let 2 groups just kind of move at the same pace down, move south through the base. Still would have had good heel coverage. I just prefer to keep my hogs together. I've had best results doing that, but it's not the only way to do it. So that's pretty much how I planned on attacking this base. The only real surprises this base held for me was the fact that the big bombs were not where I thought they would be. There was only one down in the corner, like I thought, where there might be 2. Um, and I never even popped a 3rd one, so I don't know where it was. But other than that, this was a really straightforward attack. Great base for Gowiwi, or excuse me, for Hogowiwi. If you see bases like this, it's perfect attack for it. So let's go and we'll check out the replay here and show you what I did. Alright, so we'll check out the replay here. So probing for that double giant bomb threat. Nice little spacing there between the giants in case there's a springboard. Probing over there with the hog and up there with the hog for giant bombs. Didn't find one in either spot, but instead of wasting more hogs, I think I just decided to move on because I knew where they were. And single giant bombs just aren't a threat under heel. So always the barbs first, then the witches on the CC kill, so the witches have time to spawn those skeletons, get those skeletons out in front of them to protect them. Here comes Golem, and he's going to distract that AQ. The Barb King just aggroes right away onto the AQ. She goes down immediately, and then he moves over and takes out the enemy BK. And here I wait just a little bit longer. I want my troops to take out that archer tower, just to create kind of a north-south line through this base. So my hogs will hopefully path, at least the majority of them, in just a clockwise direction and not spread over to the left. I lose a few here from one Tesla to the other, but only like half a dozen. The rest go where I want them to go. So it's not enough to worry about to heal on the left side at this point. I just want to worry about the main group because I can keep them under heal the entire time. These defenses are so nicely stacked that I'm not worried about it. My heroes are still alive up top as my hogs are working their way through clockwise. The Golem's doing a great job distracting. What can I say? This is over. I still had a couple wizards left to deploy, so I take out those corner buildings and we'll fast forward here. It's all clean up at this point. A real straightforward base. When you design your base like that, with no double giant bomb threat and with heroes completely exposed, you're just asking to be hoggoed, in my opinion. So that's how I like to do it. Stay tuned for more of these. I got another attack coming up that I'm going to do a breakdown from our most recent wars, War 87. Alright, hope you guys learned a little something. And remember, when it comes to war, there is no such thing as overkill.